Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's called AZLuxuryTour.com. If you miss anything on our show, you can go to YouTube, type in AZLuxuryTour.com, find all of our videos. Our co-host is Mike. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Mike Phearson. I'm a producing sales manager at Movement Mortgage.
And our guest is Bill. Introduce yourself.
I'm Bill Salvatore. I work for Arizona Elite Properties in Gilbert. I'm also a member of Heroes Home Advantage here in Arizona.
And tell us about that program. You work a lot with veterans. Tell us about that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We started back in 2012, and what I do is to help a veteran give them back to what they've given to us, is I give back 25% of my fee that veteran can use toward their closing costs.
And you got a story for us, a couple that you helped. Tell us that story.
I met Michelle and Skip showing them a rental home. They called me, wanted to see a home in Gilbert. I always ask the question when I'm in a house with potential tenants, and I said, have you looked into buying versus renting? Because of our interest rates and our prices are still pretty fabulous, that they could buy that house for cheaper than they could rent. It was renting for $2,600.
$2,600.
Yeah.
And so you were able to show them the home, and then what happened? They had some credit challenges, and you swung over to Mike.
Their reply to me was, we've looked into purchasing a home, and we've had some difficulties. And I said, well, you're an Air Force veteran from Vietnam era. I said, have you talked with a lender? We have, but I said, let me give you Michael's name, and I know Michael with Movement Mortgage works a lot with challenged veterans. So I sent him over to Michael.
And tell us about that.
Well, first and foremost, at Movement Mortgage, we absolutely want to help out our veterans and active military. We love doing VA loans. In fact, we do not charge any bank fees, which could be a savings of up to $1,500 depending on which lender you go through. And our rates are very competitive. All VA loans are manually underwritten, so we'll go as low as a credit score of 580. And they're always kind of a case-by-case basis. So if you want to know more about that, please give me a call. In this situation with Skip and Michelle, they ran into some challenges that led to several declines, and over the years they assumed that they could only rent. And so if Bill had not mentioned to them to speak to me, then they would not be in the home that they're in now. And I got to tell you that there's nothing more gratifying than putting a veteran in a home and just seeing the tears in their eyes when they got the big check from Bill.
And we've got a montage of different photos here, because after you guys are able to contribute, that money can go towards closing costs. It can help in all kinds of different ways. And now this is very important also, Mike. You can use the veteran certification over and over and over as long as that's paid off. Right. Once it's paid off, it's renewed and reissued, and there's still a funding fee that you have to pay. But again, give us a phone call and we'll go over all of that with you. Whether you're a veteran or not.
Right. With our Heroes program, we've expanded what we do for veterans to also include in Arizona law enforcement, firefighters, teachers, nurses, doctors, EMTs, any type of first responders, we give the same deal through our Heroes Home Advantage program.
This is the team you want to work with, especially if it can help you with the down payment or closing costs. This is who you got to call. This has been a great segment. Thank you both so much. Everybody stay tuned. We're going to be right back.